Okay, our next one is the same words, but Lana Bobona. Completely different feel. Song absolutely, and that's En Kenya de la Ronde. And maybe the French national anthem. She's right behind you. Woo! Okay guys, come alive, you're almost done.
En Kenya Operator
So we're gonna do a little special way of this story technique, and I'm gonna need your help to act out this story. Once a nanny the sky god owned all the stories, folks of the world had no tales to share with their friends and family about their history. How would they would know there is such a better way? So they called on Hanku and Nancy. Hey, Nancy, that's me. We want the stories. Go get the tales. You're a clever griot, so you know you won't fail. So he waved up to heaven. Did he climb up to heaven? He made request. Nevertheless, the sky god said, you first must pass my test. Now, what we're going to do, we have some special music, and you're going to help me act out this story. Now, the request is, it's a tale about how stories came to the world, and Nancy, the clever trickster Spider-Man like that, the most cleverest and selfish of creatures of all, you always have to learn his lesson the hard way. However, making his request to the sky god and Iname, he had to bring back 4 special creatures, 4 entities there. And you're gonna help me with those there. You don't have to stand up here as well. You can be right there. Yes, like that. You're armchair actors and actresses. Okay, yes. Great there. Ready on the lights, the action, and the camera. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, those 4 creatures is this there. The first one was the cat leopard, whose teeth are like knives. So give me a leopard. Give me a claw. Ah, yes. Okay. Okay. The second one is the python snake, who can squeeze and swallow men alive. Give me a big, let's wrap yourselves around. Okay. The next one is a swarm of hornets whose sting are like fire. So give me. And of course, Emosha the fairy, who flitters and flies. A little flitter. Okay, there. And you're going to find out a little bit here. I might have a little treat or something up there for you helping me out there. How stories came to the world. I think we're ready for this here. We're going to act this one out here. Here we go. How stories came to the world with some help from a Nazi. Put your hands together. Nazi, original Spider-Man. Nazi, king of the trickster plan. Nazi, wherever mischief's found. I'm always around. Once I'm in the sky god owned all the stories. Folks of the world had no tales to share with their friends and family about their history. How would anyone know there's such a better way? So they called on a Wanku and Nancy. Hey, Nancy, that's me. We want the stories, go get the tales. You're a clever girl, we know you won't fail. So I weave my way up to heaven. Then I climb up to heaven. I made requests, nevertheless the sky god said, push this one
Nazi, my tales for the world, for every man, woman, boy, and girl. First must pass my test. Bring me back
Here we go.
no more.
What's the first one?
The cat
Leopard, give me teeth.
Go like knives. Python snake who can swallow me alive. The swarm of hornets.
Hornets.
Like fire. The motion of
Mary.
the that quivers and flies.
I didn't dabble, I didn't waste what the big guy wants. Hey, I made haste. Nazi, original Spider-Man. Nazi, king of the trickster plan. Nazi, wherever mischief's found. I'm always around. I know the leopard. Give me leopard! Into a pit, he tried to climb out, so I walked it with my stick. Spun a web around and caught that cat. I tied him up, that was that. Python never saw my tricky deal, so I quickly tied him up, head and tail. With gourd in my hands to the hornets, I yelled, as fast as you can, hurry! Come inside, it's gonna rain like buckets if you want to survive. They flew inside, I trapped them both and plug up that hole. Went through the oldham tree with berries plain. Placed the door with sticky clear sap from my tree. Emotion grabbed that door, demanded it to speak, but the fairy got stuck, tripped by me. I climbed my way back to heaven, logging all the presents for the trade I was getting. I made requests, nevertheless, the sky god handed me my clever request. I got to thinking, though, should I be ashamed? I earned these stories, I won't share my fame. Gonna keep these tales to myself, be a master storyteller, better than best. But I didn't notice the rock at my feet. Oops, I tripped over, fell right on my face. The box of stories cracked open and spewed. Stories flew like leaves in a hurricane blew. Ah, snap, you know this tale is true. Now stories belong to everyone, yes, you. So you tell us when you share your deeds. Give your props to this clever act need. Once upon a time, there's possibility. How stories came to the world with some help from Anansi. Original Spider-Man. King of the trickster clan. Wherever mischief's found, I'm always around. Original Spider-Man. King of the trickster clan. Wherever mischief's found, I'm always around. Stories to the world! Give yourselves a hand! Anansi, Anansi! To have more fun, wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. Anansi, Anansi, to have more fun, wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. Now, this is a tale, another Anansi trickster tale, and it talks about how the sky god, Anani, the good sky god, brought down a pot full of wisdom and smarts. However, whenever you hear me say, just like Anansi, remember this. You say, Anansi, Anansi, to have more fun, wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. Anansi, Anansi, to have more fun, wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. Remember, so whenever you hear me say, like Anansi, remember this. You say this little chant. Now, I'm just going to need a little help here. And I need someone, let's see here, someone, I need a little actor here. This gentleman there, you seem to be over 5'7", correct?
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's stand up here, everybody. Let's just stand up here. What's your name, my friend?
Ollie.
Ollie? Ollie, I think, oh, yeah. Okay, I think he'll make a great tree. Okay, yes. Now, awesome. Now, you can kind of relax here. Let me show you what's going to happen here. Now, of course, throughout the story, you're going to be my tree, and we're going to go ahead on and tell this piece about how Anansi, it starts out. The Spider-Man tried, of course, to steal all the wisdom and smarts. And just like Anansi, remember this, Anansi, Anansi, to have more fun. Wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. Anansi, Anansi, to have more fun. Wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. Give yourselves a hand there. Now, once upon a time, when the world was young, Yami the sky god brought down a pot full of wisdom and smarts for everyone, if only they will choose to receive and believe it's for them. He set down the pot right there in the middle. And of course, when Anansi, the Spider-Man, he stumbled upon the pot. He spied it, and all right, he wanted it for himself. That is a pot full of wisdom and smarts. Just think, if I have it all to myself, then everyone will come to me for the answer, and I get to boss and tell everyone what to do. But I must not let anybody find out this pot. Where's that? I must hide it in a safe place where no one can ever be able to reach. It be out of their reach. Where can such a place be? Well, Anansi, he looked far and wide, left to the right as far as he could be. He traversed the whole land. But of course, like the sky god gave the command, just like Anansi, remember this. Anansi, Anansi, have more fun. Wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. Anansi, Anansi, to have more fun. Wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. Well, Anansi, he looked all around, high and low, low and high, till he came to the forest. Then he found a large tree standing. Oh, the tree looked so majestic. Indeed. That is the tree I need. Ooh, but, I don't know how to get this pot up in the tree. How can I climb the tree and bring the pot along with me? And no one must not have this pot of wisdom and smarts. No. This can't be. Well, as he thought, suddenly his son came up. And just like all children would do, as he was spying his father, he came up and he asked, "What you doing?" "Get away, kid, you bother me there. I'm trying to figure out how can I get this pot on the tree and climb the tree without spilling this pot of wisdom and smarts indeed. I got to get up to that highest branch here. Now, please, I don't want you disturbing me. Get out of the way. Go play. Well, his son looked over into the pot, and then he came up with a great idea. Father, I know how you can get up in the tree with the pot. Why don't you take a rope and you can tie one end of the pot with the rope and tie the other one around you and tie it up, and you can carry it up even on your back." Ha! That is a brilliant idea. I do. So that's what he did. He took a bunch of vines and wound it around and made a rope there. Then he tied one end of it upon the pot, the rope onto the pot. Then he tied the other end of it around himself, and he hoisted it upon him. And just like a backpack, he began to climb and scale the tree. Till he sat up there right next to the highest branch, and he placed the pot on top of the branch there. Yes. Yes. Now the pot belongs to me. It's out of anyone's reach, you see. Oh, yes, indeed. And now, and when anyone wants to come and need help, they have to come to me, and I will tell them what to do, you see. But however, remember the sky gods' command? Just like Anansi, remember this. Anansi, have more fun. Wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. Again. Anansi, have more fun. Wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. Wait a minute here. If I have all the wisdom and smarts, how did my son know how to help me get that pot up in this tree? Wait a minute. Something smells fishy in the meat market. I know what he did. He peeped over in the pot. He stole some wisdom and smarts. And that's my boy. No, this can't be. I have to have a long talk with that boy. This can't be. And as soon as he said this can't be, his hand went back and knocked the pot off the tree limb, and it fell. And wisdom and smarts flew like a hurricane blew all throughout the land. And that's how wisdom and smarts come to each and every one of us. And just like Anansi, remember this. Anansi, have more fun. Wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. Anansi, to have more fun. Wisdom and smarts belong to everyone. If only you believe and receive. Give yourselves a big hand there. And our tree a big hand there, yeah. Thank you very much there. We'll get you some smarts there. More smarts for everyone, yeah. More smarts there, okay, yeah. More smarts there. Yeah, smarts is like air, you can't see it, but you love to breathe it. You gotta believe it there, yes. Yeah, that's why, scoop it up, yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now there's a song that I want to share with you, and it's written by it's from the spiritual from the West African people that came, the slaves that came to the Gullah Islands, and many people said had wrote. There's many abbreviations where the song it came from. One says it also was written by an African American songwriter, and it was taken to Angola, to Africa. But it made its way back. It's a spiritual, it's mostly known around campfire songs. And its tune is Stop By Here or Kumbaya. We're going to do a little piece there like that as well. It has all African roots with that. Stop by here, Lord, stop by here. Stop by here, Lord, stop by here. Stop by here, Lord, stop by here. Oh, Lord, stop by here. Someone's praying, Lord, kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, kumbaya. Oh, Lord, kumbaya. Someone needs some help, kumbaya. Someone needs your help, kumbaya. Someone needs your help, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya. I am able, Lord, kumbaya. I am able, Lord, kumbaya. I am able, Lord, kumbaya. Oh, Lord, kumbaya. Give yourselves a big hand there. Now for this next and final tale, I want you to please be so kind as to count to the number 20. It is an African folk tale from West African tale from the Yoruba tribe. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
From the continent of Africa, the country of Nigeria, the Yoruba tribe, the Yoruba people, they consider the tortoise to be a very wise and clever creature. So we have the folk tale of the leopard ruler and the tortoise. Now the tortoise has some very important things, something very special that he says to the evil leopard ruler. And these are the words I'm going to teach you. So whenever I point to you and say, ready, set, go, I want you to say these special words to, the special words of the tortoise. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Leopard ruler, you give me back my diamond button. Okay? Ready, set, go. Leopard ruler, give me back my diamond button. Give yourselves a hand there. I saw some angry faces, and that's good because the leopard ruler does some pretty mean, nasty things to the little tortoise. But the tortoise, he uses his special gift. You all have a talent and gift, and you use your talent and gift for what you believe is right. And he overcomes the tortoise. He overcomes the leopard ruler, I should say, in his own way. Now, of course, every day, the tortoise, he lived with his family. And every day his mother would let him go out and munch out something to eat. And as fast as his tortoise legs can carry him across the yard, he munched. Down the hill, he munched and munched and munched and munched. Across the fields, he munched and munched and munched and munched. Till one day, he munched out a diamond button. I like diamond buttons. My family likes diamond buttons too. And I think I'll take good care of my family by giving this to them as a present. Yes, we are so poor, and this would make them so happy. Because the legend goes, anyone would find a diamond button, particularly on your land. Africa has over 1/4 of the world's diamonds and 2/3 of the world's richest minerals, resources. And if anyone was to find a diamond button on your land, according to the saying, the legend goes, that you have just become very, 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 very wealthy and rich and prosperous. Of course, it was very hard for the tortoise to carry the diamond button in his hands the way tortoises are created. So he had an idea, and he opened up his mouth, and he clasped it tightly between his teeth. And as fast as his tortoise legs can carry him, he began to make his way back to his family home. But just as he was coming down the road, here he was. The evil leopard ruler. Oh, they say that I make my living cheating and stealing from all the people in the village. So I called out to my servants. Servants, grab that little tortoise, snatch that diamond button from him, and put it in my treasure chamber along with the rest of the jewels that I have stolen. I mean, borrowed indefinitely. And then I want you to grab that little tortoise and throw him into a well full of deep water. Put the tortoise out of the way and the diamond button to myself. I'll just be so rich that I'll rule the world. Do your bidding. Well, they grabbed the little tortoise. Let me go! Let me go! And they snatched the diamond button. And they placed it in the treasure chamber, along with the rest of the jewels that the leopard ruler had stolen. And the tortoise, they grabbed him, and with all their might, they hurled him into the well full of water. And with the help of your arms and your hands, the waves bounced and danced all around him. As the tortoise began to sink low like a rock. Help! 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 But before he went down for the last time, the tortoise, he had a special gift. He had a special power. And if there ever was a perfect time to use this gift and power, it was now. It was a matter of life and death. And he chose life. So he quickly said a little prayer. And then he called out to his special gift. Come on, empty tummy. Come on, empty tummy. Drink up all the water in the well. And his tummy did just like so. And the water sloshed all around inside of his tummy. He did not drown. As he made his way to the leopard ruler's palace, he perched himself under the windowsill. And with your help, he proclaimed loudly those words. Ready, set, go. Leopard ruler, give me back my diamond button. And when the leopard ruler saw this, when he heard this, he was quite disturbed. What is that tortoise doing here? I thought you to get rid of him. This organization will not tolerate any failure. I know. Throw him into a furnace full of super hot fire. Put the tortoise out of the way. There'll be table barbecue for everyone. And then the diamond button will be to myself. And then I'll be so rich. Then I'll rule the... Tough crowd. Kind of slow on the take there, but you'll soon see things my way. Do your bidding. Well, they grabbed the tortoise. Let me go. And with all their might, they hurled the tortoise into the furnace full of super hot fire. And with the help of your hands and your hands and your arms, the flames danced and leaped all around. But the tortoise, he was not scorched, singed, or burned, or injured. Instead, he quickly called out to his special gift. Come on for it, Tommy. Spit out all the water and eat up all the fire. And his tummy did just like so. The water ate up all the fire, and I don't know how the tortoise got out of the well. I got out of the furnace. But somehow he did, and he made his way to the leper ruler's palace. He perched himself under the window sill, and with your help, he loudly proclaimed those special words. Ready, set, go. Leper ruler, give me back my diamond button. When the leper ruler heard this, when he, of course, he saw this, he was quite upset and angry. I thought I told you, silly servants, to get rid of that tortoise. Throw the tortoise into my royal beehive. Nothing can resist the sting of the road killer bees. And with the tortoise out of the way, the diamond button to myself, I'll be so rich that I'll rule the world. I like music to my ears. Do your bidding. Well, they threw the tortoise into the beehive. Let me go, let me go. And with all their might, and with the help of your arms and your hands, the bees swarmed all around him. But the tortoise, he was not injured. Instead, he quickly called out to his special gift. Come on, empty tummy, eat up all the bees in the beehive. And his tummy did just like so. Spicy. Of course, he made his way to the leper ruler's palace for the last time. He perched himself under the window sill, and for the last time, he loudly proclaimed those words. Ready, set, go! Leper ruler, give me back my diamond button. When the leper ruler heard this, when the leper ruler saw this, he became quite mental. That tortoise should not be here! Silence! I must need a proper way to get rid of him for good. He's not getting the diamond button. Well, as he was thinking, one of the servants, well, a couple of them had their own ideals. Why don't you just hang him from a highest tree? One of them said, why don't you take a knife and just... No. Too messy. I want to keep this one clean. Another servant came up with their idea. Your Royal Highness there, if I were you, I would take the tortoise that's been giving you so much of a pain, and I would take the tortoise and place him inside of a large cloth bag. I would tie the bag up nice and tight. Then I would take the tortoise that's located, that's in the bag, and place him on a chair, even better, the seat of your royal throne. And then, if I were you, I would place myself high over the bag, and then lower myself down low, real fast, and sit tight in. Pop goes the turtle. Turtle pound cakes for everyone. That's what I would do if I were you. Silence! Ah! I got an idea! Ooh! It's a live one. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Oh, can you dig it? Okay, here's my ideal. I love this job. Okay, here it is, right here. I'm gonna let you have it. Why don't I, leper ruler, take the tortoise and place him inside of a large bag, tie the bag up, and sit on him.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you hate people like that, huh?
Yes.
Who cares what you think? Do your bidding, minions. Well, they did just like so. Let me go. And they placed the tortoise inside of a large bag, and they tied the bag up nice and tight. The tortoise could do nothing. It was very difficult for him to try to relieve himself. And they placed the tortoise on the seat of the throne. And the leper ruler, he began to make his way to the throne, taunting and teasing. It's curtains for you, little turtle. Or do you have a good life insurance policy? You're going to need it when I come cashing it in. But before the leper ruler made it to his throne, Did the tortoise, did he give up? No. Where there's a will, there's a way. And he believed, and he used his other little special gift. He had 2 little sharp teeth, and he began to fish around inside that bag. And he fished around inside the bag till he found a little piece of rabble. And he nibbled and gnawed and gnawed and chewed and nibbled and gnawed and gnawed and chewed and pulled and nibbled and gnawed and gnawed and chewed and pulled till he found a little hole. And he made about the size of 2 of your thumbs put together. And then, with all his might, he loudly proclaimed his special words that, "Come my forward, Tommy, come my forward, Tommy, spit out all the bees and sting the leopard ruler." And as soon as the leopard ruler made his way over the bag, and he lowered himself down low, real fast. Yes, no one messes with me. I am the king, you see. Well, now I'll be so rich that I'll rule the world. And don't you forget how. He ran up and down, all around, throughout the palace, throughout his kingdom ground, beating and kicking his own bees, keeping them from stinging him, till he could do nothing but concede. Guards, sheriff, grab that tortoise, take him to my treasure chamber, and give him my diamond button. Okay, here's those stinky diamond button. Well, I never want to see him around here. Never again! Uh-oh. Well, they took the tortoise to the treasure chamber, and they opened the door. And what did he see? He saw jewels beyond his belief. Gold, emeralds, sapphires, diamonds, rubies, all type of precious jewels and minerals and things, and even the diamond button sitting right there on top. Jewels piled all around the floor, around the sides of the room, and piled up to the top, to the ceiling. And of course, when he saw this, when he spied this, he got an idea. He called out, he said a little prayer and called out to his special gift. Come, my empty tummy, come, my empty tummy, eat up all the jewels in the treasure chamber. Eat up all the gold, all the silver, emeralds, diamonds, everything. And he waddled home full and fat and fat and full. And when he got to his family home, his tummy puffed them all up. And there was enough not only for his mom, his father, his brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews and cousins and grandmas and grandpas and uncles and aunts, but everybody got back in the village all what was stolen from them from the evil leopard ruler. All because of the courage of one tortoise decided to stand up and use his gift for what he believed was right. But as for the leopard ruler, I really don't know exactly what happened to him. Perhaps maybe you know the part 2 of the story. But let's just say this. You can write that yourself. But let's just say this. As far as the leopard ruler concerned, living a life of cheating and stealing is like cheating and stealing from yourself, because in the end you end up losing so much from yourself. But as for the little tortoise, being honest and true, I guarantee you'll be very, very wise and cool. A griot's tale from the motherland? Did you catch it? I believe you can. Well, as promised, I'm going to send you away with a special song. And this comes from East Africa, though. We're going to do a little East Africa. I love this piece because it's called Harambe. Can you say Harambe? Harambe. It means working together or let's pull together. And we're going to do a little, I like this song because it's a little call and response bit. You can remember Harambe. which means just put your hands together and go, Harambe means unity. Harambe means unity. Harambe means unity. Harambe means unity. So you just put your hands together like a little memory mnemonic technique here as well. Now, this song is call and response. Wherever I call to you, you respond back, like follow the leader. For example, if I say, Harambe, you say,
Harambe,
Harambe.
Harambe.
Now, I'm going to throw some tricky parts in there to kind of mix it up and make it more fun there. But you've been a great audience here. And I won't forget to tell you goodbye in Bambara there. But right now, we're going to do a little Harambe. And to start out here, the happy drum, the djembe, think of Jim by the bay, comes from Mali, West Africa. And the happy drum is whatever the rhythms and vibes get into your ears and into your body, your hands and the feet, you're welcome to move yourself to the beat. The drum is the first telephone. Before there was cell phones and emails and all that, people even today in some remote areas communicate by special codes. Through the drum, they're communicating back. So we're going to do the call, and whatever the djembe rhythms call to you, you respond back in your happy way. Here we go. Clap your hands to the rhythm. Put your hands to the beat. Clap your hands to the rhythm. Put your hands to the beat. Harambe!
Harambe,
Harambe!
Harambe,
Harambe!
Harambe,
Harambe!
Harambe,
We pick up our talent and don't waste our time.
Harambe,
Oh, come on, man. You can wait. We pick up our talent and don't waste our time.
Harambe.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to go there with me, huh? Working together is this Harambe rhyme.
Harambe,
Well, they almost got it there. Harambe!
Harambe,
Harambe! Hey! Harambe!
Harambe,
Harambe!
Harambe,
We study to show ourselves most excellent.
Harambe,
With wholesome knowledge, I will pass my test.
Harambe,
Harambe!
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 Harambe,
Harambe! 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 Give yourselves a big hand there. Easy. Well, now it's time for Brother John to go. But I hope it's been fun for you. But next time, you pick up a book, read a good story, and listen to one too. Remember, reading is not only fun for me, but it also is fun for you. And now, Vive with a Intera. Intera. In Banbala, Intera. Intera means goodbye, and I bid you adieu as well there. Please stay, don't go. I'm Brother John there. Thank you there.
Thank you. And again,
sometimes understanding the history of a certain kind of music, you have to get a little taste of what things were like before that came around. And if you think back 120, 150 years ago with no electricity, so no recorded music at all, if you wanted to hear music, you either had to play it yourself or go see somebody else play it or sing it, right? And probably the most popular music in America was bands that would travel, brass bands that would travel from town to town, march up and down a main street past the hat, which is never a bad idea, right? That's the third member of our duo is TJ right here. Tip jar. TJ is...
Tippy for short.
Yeah. And anyway, brass bands would play. John Philip Sousa was the king of the brass bands and the great writer of many of the marches that we do. But when you think about what that music was, the tubas and the horns would do the oompas, right? There was a lot of and so on. Usually melody was trumpet. Sometimes that was thrown around to some of the other instruments, and clarinets would always find a little something, and flutes, sometimes even and so all of that worked together to make a very cohesive form of music. The economics of having a big band, though, didn't work out very well. When you passed that hat, you had to divide it in among a lot of people. So
You can't pass them.
So that's what really led to the beginnings of ragtime, which was a piano player sort of doing what the tuba does, and the horns, and the trumpets and the clarinets and flutes in this hand. And so you have all your which is the foundation of marching music, but it became that. And then with the melodies, if you took a simple melody but you kind of played with the time a little bit, moved some of the notes up a little bit, or some back a little bit. We call that ragging up the time. And like any good long name, that got shortened down to ragtime. So you could have that might turn into and you put it all together and you have basically ragtime. And Scott Joplin was the undisputed king of that. And so you have a little bit of this. Trace that down a little further, you might end up with even Billy Joel did a little bit of this. Now, he wrote a little piece called Root Beer Rag, that is my granddaughter's favorite. Ella is 7, Scarlett's 4, and they'll come and Pops, play the fast one. And because they're my granddaughters, I do whatever they tell me, and so I play the fast one. And while I'm playing it, they run as fast as they can. So it goes like this. So then after that, sort of, they run up to me, out of breath. Pops, do it again. And it repeats. Isn't it nice to be young? I remember that.
I'm glad you do. I got a story.
Tell me a story.
You know, he said something about the third member of the band, TJ. Okay, one particular time, this has nothing to do with French music or anything like that. I was playing in a jazz club, okay?
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. And somebody, you know, basically we're playing all sorts of jazz. And this guy came up to me and he says, hey guy, play some Dean Martin. I said, I don't know any Dean Martin. Hey, you know the club too. Play some Dean Martin. I said, I don't know any Dean Martin. Because I'm asking you one more time, play some Dean Martin. I said, I don't know any Dean Martin. So the guy reaches in his pocket. He pulls 3 $100 bills out. 1, 2, 3. Puts it in the tip jar. How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like a very one said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. How good she looked back. Like a sailor said, whoa, ain't that a whole little moon? My head began spinning. I'll go to bed and I'm grand. If this is just the beginning, then my life will be beautiful. Like our sunshine up the spread. And just like the fella said, make it quick, ain't love it kick. Said, ain't love a kick in the head. Like a sailor said, quote, ain't love a hole in the boat. My head begging, spinning, I go to bed and I'm grinning. If this is just a beginning, then my life will be beautiful. She's talking everywhere. She's shopping for things out of bed. Well, I couldn't feel better even if I was sick. Oh, baby, make it quick. Ain't love a kid, make it quick. Ain't love a kid, make it quick. Ain't love a kick in the head. Stage. Thank you. You know, tips bring memories back. It's just, you know.
I can't explain how that works.
It's just every line in every song. It's just amazing. So, you know. Let's go. Let's go.
There's a check in the linen house for you.
Ain't loving kids. Yeah, now, you know what? I did not tell Larry about this, but you want to know about Caribbean music? I'm going to do this for Larry, and you've done this. Larry and I played. If we've done one gig, we've done 10,000, and I tell you, it's never been the same. Each time we play, it never has been the same.
That's you know the definition of a jazz musician.
What's that?
That's someone who never plays a song the same way once.
That's us. Okay. you know, this is for Larry. And you've done this before. And since you've done it before, why don't you join me?
Are you going to let me know what it is?
Yeah, you'll know. This Caribbean enough? Line up, but it away. Well, my friends, the time is gone. Raise the roof and have some fun. Go away, the work to be done. Let the music play, play. Feel it in your heart and feel it in your soul. Let the music take control. We're going to party, caramba, fiesta, forever. Go on and sing it. Party, caramba, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing my song. Is good wine and sweet time. Let the music play, play. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. Party, fiesta, forever. Come on and sing it. Party, fiesta, forever. Sing my song all night long, all night long, all night long, all night long. Hey, once you get started, you can't sit down. Yeah, jumbo, jumbo, when we pop it, we go. Oh, jambalaya, come and lead us at the boya. Yeah, jumbo, jumbo. Oh, yeah, we got the darling, all night long, all night long. night long. Yeah, I say, everyone you meet, that the jamming in the street all night long. Feel good to feel good.
Charles Glenn.
Thank you. Thank you. Is that Caribbean enough? Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
Oh, it's just full of surprises, huh?
Yes, you are. That's always a good thing. That's always good. Okay, well, so we went from these brass bands into ragtime, and then ragtime got so popular that people who played in bands like to kind of get involved in that too. And that's what sort of led to the development of Dixieland jazz. And actually the ethnic history of St. Genevieve is very, very much like that of New Orleans, really. And so instead of just a piano player doing that, you might have a tuba. Boom, 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 boom. And have a little banjo, really not marching drum sets and stuff, but a banjo which is actually made out of a snare drum head with the neck of a guitar, sort of modified, but put on there, and that becomes the rhythm instrument. Really not played that much for chords in Dixieland, but more for the rhythm. And then you add back in not a whole section of trumpets, but usually one, and one clarinet. And a lot of times, since the automobile had been invented, or you could have a band on a trailer going through down the streets of a town. And of course, the trombone player would have to sit on the back of the trailer because otherwise his slide would get in the way of the other musicians, and they didn't like that. So that's how the phrase tailgating began. It was from the trombonist sitting on the back end of the wagon, on the tail of the gate there, and playing with his trombone out there. And so what happened was you'd still play sort of marching music, you know, if you think Stars and Stripes forever, but think of modifying it that way, and that's really what led to Dixieland music, what became Dixieland. And the beautiful thing was that it was really music for all occasions. And you could have a song like, you know, When the Saints, it could be played as a dirge on the way to a gravesite, and be played in a very celebratory manner on the way back to celebrate the living. Same song. Are we getting messages from outer space?
Yeah.
Am I the only one hearing those? It might be an excessive talking warning. Is that what it is? Could be. Let's see. Let's see if I stop talking.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. If we're gonna do that, how many blues fans we got in the house? Okay, now you must not be real true blues fans because you just raised your hand. How many blues fans? Yeah, there you go. Let's go blues. Now that's better. Next week I'm gonna redo this song in the studio. If anybody's gone to a hockey game, they know that I sing this song before each game. And I've used the same version for the past 10 years. So we're changing it up. It's going to sound something like this. No, it's not going to sound like this, but we're going to give you a sample of what we're talking about. Go on to the funeral, it sounds like, oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching. You can clap if you want to. I want to be in love. Oh, when the saints go marching. Oh, when the saints go marching. Oh, when the saints go marching, marching here. I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching. Come on, Larry. What about that trombone player that was sitting in the back? Nobody?
Do you have a harmonica with you? I was wondering, you know. And then, after the celebration was over, they kicked it up a notch. They said, okay, it's time to kick it home, right? Say kick it home.
Kick it home! Kick it home!
And you know, when it's time to kick it home, they say kick it home.
Kick it home!
Oh, when the saints go marching. Y'all know how to kick it on, don't you?
I was about ready to
I'm quite afraid of you, quite afraid of you.
I was just about getting warmed up.
Oh, you had some left.
A very, very memorable musician, not only in America, but one who spread jazz all over the world. That was Mr. Louis Armstrong. Here's a little-known song of his. I take the legs from some old table. I take the arms from some old chair. I take the neck from some old bottle, and from a horse I take the head. I take the hands, face from off the cloud, dearie, baby. When I'm through, I get more love from that dummy than I ever got from you.
like it. Wow. Let's do another one. Let's do another Louis Armstrong. You know, he was known worldwide as the ambassador of jazz. And if I'm not mistaken, both Louis Armstrong and Scott Joplin played here.
In St. Genevieve?
Yes.
That could very well be true.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken.
And if they didn't, it was their loss.
I think they did, though. I think they did. So let's do another.
Let's do it.
I see trees. Straight off.
Exactly the way we rehearsed it.
Now, you know, the Caribbean are known for their women. They're cooking.
See, when Charles starts talking, you always have to think, where is this headed?
They're looking, they're cooking, the way they're smiling. I mean, anybody who's been to the Caribbean and seen the women have come back poisoned. I mean, poisoned. I mean, just case in point. I did a show that lasted about a month down in Puerto Rico. And the first night we were there, we did the show. And there were two bands. There was my band and then there was a salsa band. And the salsa band brought these dancers. And these dancers, well, they didn't wear much. They wore feathers and they covered up what they needed to cover, but they knew how to dance. So, we ended our set. I was going back to the stage, and I got a tap on my shoulder. And I turned, and it was one of the dancers, and she said, "Would you like to dance with me?" And I'm like, so I danced with her, and I walked backstage afterwards, and I said, "Did you see? You didn't see this woman that was dancing with me? She's beautiful." She said, "Is that the one that's behind you now?" I turned, and she followed me backstage. And well, let's put it this way. When I got back on the plane to go home, I had a fever. And I sang this song, and it was feverish. Oh, it was real bad. The girl was so awesome. And all this time that she was their queen, and a wink of an eye, I knew a number in her name. She said I was a tiger she wanted to take. Caribbean queen, now we sharing the same dreams. So excited about the smell of perfume. Electric eyes you can't know. And passion burns you like never before. I was alone with a good time, just from I'm better now. I'm better now. But that's what Caribbean music and Caribbean women do for you. I mean, fellas. Holla if you hear me, fellas. Don't leave me hanging.
Well, finish the song, Charles. You can't stop there.
Oh, that's all I hear. Because if I went further, it wouldn't be nice. No, he would not. Billy would throw me in the ocean. Have you all had a good time so far? I just had to tell that story. Since we're talking about Caribbean music and African influences, and every time I come to St. Genevieve, I have such a good time. And little do people know so much history goes with this city. And I am so glad, really, especially on today. You know what today is, right? Today is the 50th anniversary of the Martin Luther King speech on Washington. I had a dream speech, and my mother was there. She happened to be there, and I'll always remember it, but I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate it than with you all. So thank you all very much for inviting me. What you got, guy?
Well, I was thinking of another pianist that came out of New Orleans and worked his way up the river, which is right over here. I was on my way.
You were on your way.
I was on my way. I was there. be Fats Waller.
Oh, talk to him.
I'm talking to him. Can they, all right if they listen in? All right. And Fats Waller was a very unique pianist because he had all of the barrel house boogie and the, eight to a bar and all of that type of piano playing that often took place in burlesque houses and other places like that. But he also had a very refined touch on the piano and actually some classical training and upbringing. And he was able to really blend both of those in a way that no one before and maybe since had as well. And one of the things he did was to bring sort of the vernacular into the lyrics of songs. And so this is one of the Fats Waller ones. Very fitting that you should ask that. 15, yes. So,
Larry Parker's beats too big.
In fact, as a fourth grader, I remember I was like 4'8", but I could palm a basketball, and I already wore men's size 13 in fourth grade. So being named Larry, my nickname was what I looked like from the side. My nickname was capital L. And I have some friends to this day that still call me that, so. All right. But he also, he wrote really a very amazing piece, the Jitterbug Waltz. So I'll play this for you. Same piano, same person.
called St. Thomas Aquinas. I'd like to thank you all for listening to my music. It's just a tribute of the greats that flew through the river, St. Genevieve, and it's only one thing. It's a wonderful world. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see the moon for me and for you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed days, dark scary nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. All the colors of the rainbow are so pretty in the sky. Also the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how did you? They're really saying I love you. I see babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll know so much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think to myself, what a wonderful God bless you all and have a pleasant good afternoon. Thank you. Charles Ford. Larry Parker. Larry Parker.
Charles Wood.
Larry Parker.
Charles Wood.
Gotta go. God bless you. Good night.
Hi, thank you for watching Channel 798. Thank you for watching Channel 7 and 98.
Hi, thank you very much for watching Channel 798.